I didn't throw a party when I made the last mortgage payment. The bank sent a bland confirmation email on a Tuesday afternoon while I was reheating leftovers. I stared at the words paid in full longer than I expected to. 12 years of automatic withdrawals. Promotions taken for stability instead of excitement. Vacations declined, new cars postponed, and then it was done. The condo in Manchester was finally mine. No asterisk, no bank attached. I walked from room to room that night. Not to admire it. There's not much to admire about beige walls and laminate floors, but to feel the difference. Ownership has a weight to it. It makes the air feel less temporary. A week later, on a Sunday, my sister knocked. Claire has always knocked like she expects the door to open before her hand touches it. I should have recognized the tone. She stepped inside without waiting. Cheeks flushed from the cold, two of her kids visible through the car window downstairs. Her husband stayed in the driver's seat. Good, she said, scanning the living room. It's bigger than I remembered. I thought she was just visiting. I offered tea. She didn't sit. She stood in the middle of the room like someone assessing storage space. Mum and Dad said it makes the most sense. She began. We'll move in here for a bit. Just until we sort things out. You can crash with Hannah or maybe find a short-term rental. There are moments when your brain refuses to process what it's hearing. It rearranges the words into something reasonable. I'm sorry, I said. Move in. She sighed like I was being slow on purpose. Our lease is up. Prices are insane. This place is paid off now, right? So there's no reason it shouldn't help the family. The air shifted. Not dramatically. Just enough. I asked the only question that mattered. Who agreed to that? Mum and Dad, she said, as if naming a higher court. They said it's the fair thing to do. You're on your own, we have kids. There it was, the hierarchy we'd grown up with. Claire as the one with visible responsibilities. Me the spare adult. For a second, the old reflex rose in me. Be helpful. Don't make it awkward. Don't be selfish. But something about the quiet of the past week held firm. I paid it off, I said carefully. Yes, and that's amazing, she replied quickly. Which is exactly why this works. You're stable. Stable. As if stability were communal property. I noticed she hadn't asked. Not once. She was already planning furniture placement. We'll need the bigger bedroom obviously. The kids can share the second. I let the silence stretch. Claire, I said finally, the condo's in my name. She blinked. I know. No, I said. I mean legally sole ownership. I handled the deed transfer last month when I finalized everything. She frowned. Confused by the tone more than the information. Mom and Dad don't have any authority over it. I continued. They can't offer it to anyone. Her face shifted from confusion to irritation. Why are you being like this? It's temporary. I'm not being anything, I said. My voice surprised me by how even it sounded. I'm stating a fact. She crossed her arms. So you're saying no? I didn't answer immediately. Not because I was unsure. Because I understood what the answer would cost. I'm saying you can't move in, I said. Not without my consent. And I'm not giving it. The words felt clean, not sharp. Just precise. Her eyes hardened. After everything Mom and Dad have done for you. That old lever again. I met her gaze. This isn't their house. She opened her mouth, then stopped. For the first time, I saw it, uncertainty. She'd walked in assuming inevitability. That assumption was cracking. I already spoke to property solicitor when I finalized a payoff. I added quietly. Part of the process was clarifying occupancy rights. Anyone moving in without my agreement will legally be considered a tenant at best. Trespassing at worst. It wasn't a threat. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't need to. The word legally changed the room. She looked toward the door, toward her car. Toward the version of this story she had expected to unfold. You'd really do that? She asked. I don't want to. I said honestly. But I won't leave my own home. The silence after that wasn't explosive. It was heavy. A recalculation. She picked up her handbag slowly. I can't believe you, she muttered, though it sounded more uncertain than angry. I walked her to the door. Not as a gesture of surrender. Just as closure. When she stepped outside, the children stared up at the building, unaware of the negotiations that had just dissolved. She didn't hug me goodbye. I closed the door gently, Inside, nothing looked different. Same beige walls, same worn sofa, but the space felt intact. My phone buzzed 10 minutes later. A message from Mum Claire says you're being difficult. I didn't respond immediately. Ownership isn't loud, it doesn't shout or gloat. It just stands. For the first time in my life, I understood that setting a boundary doesn't feel powerful. It feels lonely, but it also feels solid. And this place, quiet, unshared, fully mine, remained exactly where I left it.